darlings. I've just woken up. Look, the sun's getting up. It's going to be a glorious day. But I wanted to share this with you. Look. Totally frozen. Look hard, I could ice skate on it. Wow, look, I'm still in my nightie. And this one here. Doesn't it look wonderful with those leaves going in it? Oh, wow. I must be really strange because I love the chill of winter. I love feeling it. That breathing out the steam. I'll bet this bird bath's frozen too. It is. My lemon bird bath. It's frozen. It's deeper, so maybe it's not frozen as much. I won't go on there or I'll get my slippers muddy. Look at all the bulbs coming up. My garden is still sleeping, but it'll be stirring soon. Oh, how I love my garden. Millie, with her doggy dementia, just walks around half the night now. So what I do is I close the front gate and I also put a bucket in front down the courtyard so that she can't get out. So we have a doggy door here. Good morning, Freddie. And I put a big bucket in front of it so she can't get out. So she can only wander around in there. Oh, I just can't believe how beautiful it is. Oh, I so want a hose reel. Can't stand things untidy. Everything's iced up. The jonquils are coming out. Oh, look at my supposed to be veggie garden, and I've got bulbs and bits of everything in there. Oh my stars. Jack Frost has bitten hard last night. Okay, I'm going back in for a nice hot cup of coffee, and I'm going to hop right back into bed and have a chat with Bert.
Hello darlings, welcome to Tammy and Tiara's Happiness After 60. This week I am going to be making an apple cake from the 1970s, which would have been a lot earlier than that. It is actually in my school book that I had in 1973. So I've made this many times. And tomorrow it's Bert's 65th birthday. And I'm going to make him an apple tea cake because it's one of his favorites. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got all my ingredients out. Please stay tuned, watch to the end and see how it turns out. Thank you for visiting. Hello darlings, welcome back. Well, here we are. I have got everything. I have got the lactose-free milk. Because I'm diabetic, I use wholemeal flour, self-raising flour. I only ever use Western Star butter because that is absolutely the best, has the best taste. And we need a couple of eggs and 2 green apples because, once again, being diabetic, you're better off to have the green apples because they have less sugar in them. Hang on, I'll just fix this camera. I don't know if you can see everything. Oh, anyway, it is what it is. And we need some cinnamon and we need some salt. Oh, and not to forget, a couple of tablespoons of raw sugar. So we have to cream the butter and the sugar first. And when I was in high school and we made this at school, Mrs. Buchanan from Rosewood High School in Queensland said, if you girls do not cream it by hand, I will know. Now we know why she'd know because it would have been so perfectly done. So when I got home that night and I said to Mum, I've got to cream it by hand, she said, darling, just put it in the Kenwood. I said, darling, I can't, Mrs. Buchanan will know. She said she'd know. And so anyway, there you go. I sat down and I creamed it by hand. I also got Philip to whisk it a bit by hand, and Mum and Dad and Debbie, because it was a pill of a job. And Mrs. Buchanan, I'm going to tell you now that really sucked because we were in modern ages. We should have been able to use our Kenwood. And now I'm going to use my Thermomix. And every time I cream my butter and sugar and make this, I think of Mrs. Buchanan and I think, ha ha ha, she wouldn't be happy with me because I'm using my Theodora. Yippee! So here we go, here we go. So I'm just going to peel the apples now because these apples have a wax on them. And none of us want wax, do we? Yucko. It's my trusty tea towel. Don't feel like I'm a cook unless I've got a tea towel over the shoulder. Yes, so this recipe always delights. It's really filling and satisfying. And it doesn't raise my BGLs, which is very important because I cannot survive with high BGLs. You just get so sick. So this is going to be a surprise for Bert because he doesn't realise I'm making it. He'll be delighted when he finds out. And did you know if you're diabetic that Granny Smith naturally, because they have the least sugar, are the best for you? And do you want to know something else? They're my least favourite. I love Gala. I love the sweetness of Gala and Pink Ladies, but Granny Smith are the best. This week at the mushroom farm, I bought 3 different kinds of apples. Bought 3 big bags. Bert's delighted because these are his favourite. So that's done. Not rocket science. Now we get out the apple cutter upper. Apple cutter upper. I have all the gadgets. All the gadgets. The Tupperware peeler, my favourite peeler. Because I want it to look pretty for Bert. So I've got to slice the apples up. Oh, I can never get the centre right. Yes, done. I'm done. Compost garden. It's all in the positioning of the peeler, of the cutter. Done. Whack. Now I'll just slice these up better so they are colour. Got to have colour, ladies and gentlemen. I like them sliced up thin. So Bert's 65 tomorrow, and I've known him since he was 18. We've shared a couple of birthdays together. He's a wonderful man, my Bert. I've got a feeling today will probably be his last day of working out at the Nix because he's got it finished and Richard's going to get the professional painter in to finish off the painting work, which I think is a really good idea. And it's great. I'm going to ask the ladies, can I film, because it's their home, and show you guys what they've been working on and what Richard's actually built out of the mud. They never cease to amaze me, these boys. I've already prepared my pan earlier, of course, and I have put greaseproof paper because I do not want it sticking. So here we go. We make a bit of a pattern with the apples. So we've got our apples thinly. So I'm going to switch to the other camera now. Let's see. I am a chef extraordinaire, with or without a tiara. So, I've just got to put the cinnamon sugar on it. You've just got to come and film me putting the cinnamon sugar on it. Can you do that? So, over here, stand here, and that's it. Just hang it like that. Don't want it. This is just cinnamon and sugar. And that should do it. That'll do it. Done.
Ta-da!
Hello darlings, welcome to my kitchen. Oh, you're supposed to start with the proper intro, you nim. Hello darlings, welcome to Tammy and Tiara's Happiness After 60. Then I'm supposed to do what I'm going to be doing. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Poppy. Happy birthday to you. Hip hooray, hip hooray.